Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to EA Sports UFC 2. Gonna have a little fight going on in the background. Love that GSP won that fight. He's my favorite fighter. So that fight card was crazy. But today I'm bringing you about 19-20 facts about UFC 3 that is confirmed that we know. Some of you might know, some of you might not know. But we'll just have to see and find out. Starting off, parries are not in the game. I almost cried a little bit when I found out parries were not in the game. Okay, so no more waving the bees. You know, the bees are gone, guys. You're gonna have to rely on blocking, head movement, distance management, stuff like that. Alright, number 2 is you cannot spam or be predictable because every punch has a counter. Much like real life, anything can be countered. Okay, not nothing too much right now. Counters have a high damage and there's one-shot power to end the fight. Now this reminds me of like the first EA UFC 2 where everybody got rocked like off one shot and it was just death rocks everywhere. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'm really excited to see. You know, somebody's throwing 3 hooks in a row across the ring and you pop them in the face with a straight. Is that going to set them down, you know? Like, I'm super excited to see what that's going to do. The head movement is tied to the right stick, so you can now move around the ring and bob and weave at the same time. So you don't have to be a stationary person. You can walk and move your head. That's huge. That is huge. And no more leaning back and just standing there leaning back. You know, you'll be able to move around the ring and do damage while moving your head. That's a huge thing right there for me. Uppercuts will be a double button press, as in square and X, or triangle and circle. You will have to hit both these buttons at the same time in order to throw an uppercut. Okay, so that's a little bit different. I'm not sure how it's going to work too much, but you know, we'll see. That's different. It's gonna be like Mortal Kombat in there, throwing a combination. Hold low block or block in the first 6 frames equals a leg check. So if you're holding low block and they throw a leg kick and you held it in the first couple frames of that animation, you will check the leg kick. Okay, that's what that means. One check will hurt. It will just hurt them. Do a little bit of leg damage to your opponent. That is not in this game, UFC 2. So if they throw a leg kick and you actually check it like you're supposed to, it will hurt the opponent. If you check 2 leg kicks in succession, it equals a health event. So if they kick you twice and you check both of them, their health or their leg health is flashing, or however it's going to be in UFC 3. Don't know that yet, but they're going to have a health event on their leg. And 3 leg kicks in a row, I'm not for sure. Maybe they fall down. I'm not for sure what happens in 3 leg kicks. I only know about the first 2. Okay, number 8. Strike cancels. Like Marshall Mind stated, you can hold block at any time during throwing a strike, and that will cancel that strike. So that's really nice. It's easier, much easier to feint instead of like holding R1, R2, flicking the analog to fake a takedown. You know, so that's much better. Career will be so much different. Each playthrough should be different. It's not going to be like eating the same food every single day. You know, with the new AI system and fighters actually fighting realistic, how they fight in real life, it'll be really interesting to see that. Okay, sprinting is now in the game. You can sprint, but it has a huge risk and reward factor. You sprint across the ring, you get hit with a head kick, you're probably getting knocked out. Simple. Kicks have full detail. The full detail about kicks are unknown, but there are range fixes. So if you're face to face with someone, you will not be able to throw a head kick. You won't be able to. It will not let you throw a head kick if you don't have enough room to throw a head kick. What number are we on? That was number 12. There will be over 300 fighters on the roster. Darren Till and Mike Perry are currently not on the roster. Don't know why. Don't know if they're going to be on DLC or if they just haven't had a chance to get them put in. But as of right now, Darren Till and Mike Perry are not on the roster. Only Werdum can do the running jump kick. Only Mighty Mouse can do the suplex armbar. You know, that makes sense. No other fighters have done it. It makes sense. Number 15, stats have been fixed. You should not see guys like Kane having 60 clinch or Tyron Woodley having 70 off the back when his wrestling is phenomenal. Okay, so that stuff should be fixed. We should not have to worry about that anymore. That's really exciting because that ruined a lot of people. You can now properly push someone for shooting a sloppy takedown or trying to clinch. Denying leaves both people in range, with the defender getting a frame advantage to counter. Okay, what that means is if you deny a takedown or you deny a clinch really early, and it was, say they didn't have any stamina, or say they shot for 2 in a row, or something like that, what you will do is you'll be able to push them away, and you will have an advantage to land a strike just like you do in this game, except I think the animation is going to look a little bit better, and I think it's going to do more damage. So you're really going to have to be careful when attempting those clinch attempts and the takedowns, which I love because you can literally clinch over and over and over in this game with hardly no penalty. So that is awesome. As you know, as most of you know, everything carries a risk. Slipping lunges, strikes, and movement. You have to be really smart. They're kind of making you fight a lot technical and not necessarily planting in the middle of the ring and just throwing blows. Stats and perks matter more this time. Someone like Mark Hunt will be harder to knock out than All-Star Overeem. Okay, that is awesome. Okay, so stats mean a lot in this game, especially like off the back, ground stats. But now they're taking into like chin and like Mark Hunt. If he's going to be harder to knock out, I don't know what the stats are going to be, but that is awesome. That is so cool. We got GSP dominating Bisbee right now. So I'm super excited about that. And number 19 on the list, judges have been reworked. They have been reworked, and they are in line with recent criteria. We do not know if there are draws in this game. I hope so. Boy, I hope so. Because sometimes the fight's just too close. But the judging should be much, much better. So you won't have to worry about going into the third round knowing you dominated the first two and losing a decision. Okay? So that is awesome. Those are my 19 facts for you guys. It went quick, but hopefully you know some of that was new information for you. If it was, leave a like. Let me know. Let me know what you think about those facts right there. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, I will be streaming UFC 3 so much. Opening day, man. We'll be live streaming and just hitting it hard. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, guys, stay classy.